When young Anne entered high school in Wahpeton, South Dakota, population 3,747, she announced that she was going to join the marching band. The music teachers had a challenge, however. Her stature was so diminutive that they weren't sure what instrument she would be able to carry. So they gave her a cornet. From that point on, it was onward and upward, not only as a marching cornet player, but as a majorette, cheerleader, and senior class valedictorian. There was just no keeping Anne O'Brien in the role of a diminutive person. Hildebrand was born in Breckenridge, Minnesota in 1939, the oldest child of Louis and Wanda O'Brien. Her younger brothers are Timothy and Thomas. Louis was in the Army, so the family moved frequently. After graduation from Wahpeton High School in 1956, where she had joined virtually everything, including the band, Anne boarded a train and traveled to Mills College in Oakland, California, where she studied chemistry and art history, earning her degree in 1961. Having completed college and additional study in medical technology through Boston University, Anne returned home, where she met a young doctor by the name of Larry Hildebrand, who had joined her father's medical practice in Breckenridge. Larry and Anne became husband and wife in 1963. A year later, the couple relocated so that Larry could attend the University of Minnesota and prepare for a specialty in urology. Soon after his completion of this training in 1967, a recruiting call to the university by two California doctors resulted in Anne and Larry relocating to Stockton and never looking back. While Larry worked, Anne stayed busy with volunteer work. She's been active in the Mills College Alumni Association Board of Governors, Symphony League, Junior Aid, Sierra Club, United Way, Tierra del Oro Girl Scout Council, the ALS Society of Stockton Fundraising Party Committee, and the Hagen Museum. The Hildebrands have two children, Allison, who is a local realtor, and Steve, a San Francisco policeman. They have 4 grandchildren. As a dedicated out-of-doors family, the Hildebrands have literally grown up skiing, hiking, cycling, and rafting their way around the state and the world. Anne became active with Stockton Civic Theater in the late 1990s when she was asked to serve on the search committee that eventually recruited the theater's first producing director, Greg Morales. She is proud of the fact that she was later invited to return and serve on the search committees that hired Paul Bankston and Jim Coleman. Anne served as president of the board for 2.5 terms. This was a very difficult financial time for SCT, and she led the board through crisis after crisis. She also wrote the theater's first California Art Council grant and was serving as president when Clyde Nielsen so generously paid off the mortgage on the Rosemary Lane Theater. While serving on the board, she was also running her independent travel consultant business, where she organized and led trips for SCT patrons to Ashland, Oregon, Scotland, and with Al Muller, to London. Today, Anne and Larry continue as patrons of Stockton Civic Theater, enthusiastically attending the latest productions, especially those directed by Jim Coleman. She is very proud that she played a part in bringing Jim to SCT, as well as helping our theater pull through some very difficult times. In the couple's retirement, Anne continues to be busy. She volunteers for Stockton Beautiful and Friends of 5 Mile Creek. She and Larry cycle around town every Sunday morning, continue to tour the world on bicycle, and still hike the Sierra. She has Monday and Friday coffee groups, a bridge group, and in her spare time, reads mysteries and enjoys the company of the family dog, Dunkel. As we honor Anne Hildebrand this evening, we thank her not only for her hard work on behalf of Stockton Civic Theater, but also for all she has done to help make Stockton a more cultural place to live.